think we're live. Hello, good evening, everybody. Doing something a little different going on YouTube tonight. I know I've been doing Facebook for the past couple days, but we wanted to try something a little different, make it a little easier for people to join in. So good evening. Hello. If you're just stumbling upon me for the first time, I'm Melissa J. Massey, your friendly neighborhood purveyor of fine fantasy comics and tragic shenanigans. We are celebrating. We have a lot to celebrate because the Alchemist of Aurillia campaign for number 2 is fully funded and sitting at, if I check in here, 52 backers. So we're halfway to that 100 backer milestone that's going to unlock the trailer comic for us, and that's a preview of issue 3 that's going to go back in the back of number 2. $1,336, $1,336. So yeah, that's pretty good too. Can't complain. Fully funded. We funded in 14 and a half hours about. So we're 121%. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Not a bad place to be. So I'm really stoked about that. And yeah, so I figure we could just kind of hang out, do some drawing. I have some remastered pages to work on, which is what we're doing here. Right now I'm in the cleanup stage of this page where we got to get rid of all this red nonsense because it's a lot of pencil and dust and crap. So yeah, we're just gonna have a fun time tonight. Gonna have some fun. Also celebrating that The Alchemist of Aurillia number 2 is a project we love on Kickstarter. Excellent stuff. My first project we love badge. Very excited. And yeah, so I figured we could stream, hang out for a little bit. Hang out for like an hour or so. We'll see where life takes us. Yeah, so put on your favorite jams in the background and let's have a nice night. And feel free to ask questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything you'd like. And so I'm kind of new to digital art and using Clip Studio. So like I know I can turn the canvas and zoom in and stuff, but if I just move my body, just let me do what I need to do. I know you can rotate the canvas. I know. I think, yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't know where these vertical lines come from. Because these lines I drew. These other ones, I don't know what the deal is. I think it was really just the paper I used for this. This issue 1, it was a manuscript paper. It just was not cooperating with me. I think it held on to a lot of the pencil lines. Never gonna use that again. I'll just stick with my my trusty Bristol board. Never lets me down. Actually, what I can do, I might end up adjusting that, and I don't know yet if I will. But we'll keep it in mind. So I actually had done the page before this, and I actually just I re-inked it digitally because I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not cleaning up all this. And I considered doing that for this page, but then I was like, ugh, nah, I just don't want to. I was looking at this first panel, oops, with all this architectural detail. I'm like, that's a no. That's a no. Hopefully, just kind of trying to clean it up. Just getting rid of all this red is just extra nonsense we don't need. And if you haven't backed the campaign yet, you can see that link that's displayed, alchemistcomic.melissajmassey.com. That's where the Kickstarter is. And you can join in today. We have all kinds of lovely reward tiers for you. If If you're new to the series, we have our catch-up tiers where you can get 1 and 2. You can get them digitally. You can get them in physical copies if you prefer to read a physical book. If you're returning to the series, we have tiers where it's just book 2, so you can just pick that up if you would like. I also have tiers where you can get some of my other titles too. We can grab Black Ball, my magical murder mystery story in the 1920s. You can grab my really old work, Vatican Assassins, which is Demon Hunters in Rome. Teenage Demon Hunters in Rome. Just kind of having cool battles in epic churches. It's kind of my jam. I love me a good epic church. I really don't like this line though. What the hell? There we go. Just try to get that a little nicer. My lines are atrocious and I hate them. Every time I have to zoom in, I confront them. Actually, let's use... So I don't need to get all the way to the line because some of it is the outline from the layer effect I have, so I can see all this dust. So I don't need to get it quite so close, but I do want to get as much of it as I can. Just so we can make things look a little cleaner. Yikes! Oi, 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 oi. Just gonna come back over here. Oh, look at all that pencil. And I tell you, I said on my other live stream the other night, I erased the crap out of these pages. Like, it's not like I just penciled them and inked them and then, oh, why is it loading? There we go. And then just expected that to be the end of it. Like, I spent a lot of time erasing. That's okay. This is my life. It's fine. But thankfully, I didn't really have too much of this on number 2. And I think as time goes on, we'll have less of this to deal with. But it's worth doing. It's worth making this nice and really letting it shine for what it is, because this is a good book. This is a great story. I enjoy making it. I hope you will enjoy reading it, or that you have enjoyed reading it if you have read it already. Okay, yeah, see, that's looking better. Yeah, with these windows, I just didn't want to have to draw these windows again. I just didn't want to have to deal with it, you know? I drew them once, that was enough. That was enough for my life. I can at least clean them up a little bit. Clean up. I know this isn't the most exciting, but it's got to be done. This is the real life of a comics creator. Cleaning up my messes. let's do, because we can paint stuff back in. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, because we're going to fix that up, because that looks really weird. And then we're going to just boom, and then boom. Yeah. And then I'm just going to I don't know anyone else who uses this tool. It's the fill-in mono pen. I love it because sometimes I just need just a solid line. I don't need it to do anything. It's a great tool. I love it. I love that tool. I'm just gonna. There we go. Let's make that a little bigger. And just make sure that's okay. Also, there we go. Just kind of clean up some of these lines. I'm never gonna do these kinds of windows again. This was they were a pain to draw. They only look okay. That's not the right tool. They only look okay. Oh yeah, and then I have all this because I had to fix this with some white ink. So, but now I can just draw in the fix I want. I'm just gonna get rid of all that. Oh man, I think I drew the issue 1 pages like in 2019, 2018, 18, 19? I don't even remember. Might have been 19, 2019. Or was it 18? I don't remember now. It was a while ago though. And it feels like so much longer, not only because of, world events, but also just because, like, man, so much has happened. And I mean, back then I never thought I'd be making any money off of comics, or that anyone would be wanting to read what I was making, that anyone, that it would, I never thought, like, I could do a Kickstarter even back then. That wasn't that long ago. And then, I just had this sitting around because I'd done it for a contest. I didn't think I was going to win the contest. I just wanted to do it kind of like an exercise, So I put this together. I just had the initial like pilot concept here. I was just like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just have some fun. And yeah, I just put together, and then I just kind of had it on my hard drive. And then I was doing a Kickstarter course with Comics Launch, and I had initially just been thinking about wait until I had. I think my initial plan had been to wait until Black Ball was finished, because Black Ball was always planned as like a one graphic novel thing, and I hadn't divided it up into chapters or anything. I was just making it, and so I've been waiting for that to be done, to try Kickstarter. And my friends in the community, they were like, well, why wait? Because like you could serialize that now, and you could start gauging audience interest and all that, and you know, building your audience for it, you know. And if that's, you know, so that was a lot of the advice I was getting. Was like, don't wait for it to be done. Like, serialize it. I'm like, well, it's not really meant for that. So then while I was noodling on that like a fool, I was like, well, I do have this other thing, and I don't know if it's anything, but you know what? It's a finished, complete thing on its own. So I'll try that. I'll bring that to Kickstarter. I'll see what happens. And honestly, I think Alchemist of Aurillia is probably my more popular of the two. I think because it's less niche. Black Ball is kind of, you know, it's a 1920s murder mystery. It's a little more niche than shonen protagonists throwing magic at each other. You know. But yeah, so I brought this first issue to Kickstarter. It did really well. And yeah, now I'm back for number 2 because everyone was like wanting me to make more. And I was like, well, I didn't originally plan more, but yeah, you know, I had fun with this. This could be something. This could be something fun to do. You know, so let's go for it. Let's see where life takes us. So, and now here I am with back with number 2. So I had to take some time to write the whole story, figure out where things were going. Because I kind of had some ideas when I did the pilot, but I really just didn't expect to actually expand on it. So I took some time. I actually plotted out the whole thing. I had an editor work with me, good friend of mine. She sat with me and we hashed out the whole thing. I have a big old chart on the wall next to me so that I can reference it. And yeah, so I know exactly where the story is going and how we're getting there, and it's kind of I should be using this. This is easier. Yeah, look at that. That's cleaning out these windows. Yeah, so that's where we're at. That's how this all started. How this came to be. And it's been a great ride so far, and I'm really excited. I'm excited for this book. And then like this book is so awesome. Number two is like so great, and like people are really excited for it, and they've been telling me like, oh man, I can't wait to see it. Like I know it's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. So like people are all excited for this book, and I'm really excited for number 2 because I think it's like some of my best art that I've done yet. I think the story is really coming together. The characters are really fun. Oh nuts! What? Because I hit the bar. So I'm really excited to show it to people, and then I'm excited to work on the next one. I probably should do Black Ball 4 first. We're gonna see. My initial plan was to keep rotating back and forth between Alchemist and Black Ball because Black Ball is like halfway through. The last issue that came out was issue number 3, and it was a double issue of 60 something pages. Yeah, so it was a big old book. So yeah, so I'm pretty far along, and I want to finish it because like I said, it's halfway there. I know where the story's going. So yeah, we'll see. I might also like loosely work on this on the side too. Like I think if I have a mood or like an idea or just want to get started on Alchemist number 3, I should just do it. But also keep Black Ball going. Because they're both fun. I really do love both of them. And again, like Black Ball, it's come so far. You know, I don't want to let it die off. Like, I don't want to like set it aside and not come back to it, because I think it's worth finishing. But I don't know, I think if I have the drive to work on this, I should also just go for it and not like make it a hard and fast rule, like, oh no, I can only work on this comic at this time. Like, you know, should just have fun with it. Oh, I understand what this is. I was like, what is this? Alright, this is starting to get there. Just get rid of some of this gross extra. Clean this up, make it sparkle. Oops. I don't even know what this line is on the side. Yeah. Guess that was my own fault there for trying to go too far. Another great reason to join in the campaign now. I haven't posted this yet. This is going out tomorrow. So we funded on the first day. We funded before midnight on launch day. I think I checked it at 11:30, and that's when I saw it was fully funded. We could have funded before that, but I'm just going to call it that it was 11:30. It was before midnight, either way. And I said that if we funded on the first day before midnight, it would unlock a exclusive digital print for all backers, and that extra digital print would be picked by the backers about what it was going to be. What was I going to draw? So it'll be a survey with 4 questions, and I'm sending it out to backers tomorrow for them to vote on what they want the illustration to be. So yeah, if you would like to be a part of that and get on that and have an opinion on what you would like me to draw, you should become a backer if you're not already, because it's going to be for backers only. Only backers get to participate in the poll, in the picking of what the print's going to be. And it's all backers. It's whatever tier you're at, you get to participate in the poll. So if you're a digital tier, if you're getting physical books, if you're getting original art, I have 2 original art tiers. I'll talk about those in a sec. But any tier, you get to help decide on what the print's going to be. So that's pretty cool. I always like to hear what you all want to see, because I mean, I can just draw whatever, right? You know, like I can just be like, I want to draw this, and I do that a lot. But getting to draw something that you pick and say, hey, I want to see this, will you make it? That's really fun. I actually did one, we did one last campaign where backers chose a digital print for me to add to the illustration pack, which was a bonus reward. And Isa hadn't even been introduced yet, and she got picked to be the bonus print, so that was pretty cool. People wanted to see her already, and she wasn't even in the story yet. She's not in number 1. She comes in number 2, so that was cool. So yeah, so I like to find out those things. I like to see what you end up picking. So it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so I'm posting that tomorrow. That'll be up for about a week. I'll give it. Give you time to get your responses in. And then after that, it'll be closed, and I'll start creating that image. So if you want to get in on that, you want to have a say on what it's going to be, you might want to head on over to the campaign. The link is right below me here. Alchemist of Aurillia, or alchemistcomic.melissajmassey.com. That will take you to the Kickstarter page. And yeah, you can become a backer, get some good stuff. Oh, like I said, there are 2 original art tiers. There's one for the issue 2 cover, and there's one where you can grab the remastered number 1 cover, because it's a new cover on the remaster. So those are still up for grabs. So if you would like some original art, and it's signed and dated even, I date all my pieces. So yeah, if that is something that interests you, hop on over and check it out. There's a bunch of other cool stuff you can get as well. We're doing bookmarks and a keychain this time around. We did a keychain charm in the first campaign that was Nurie. This one is going to be Isa. It's really cute. I designed it and I put it together. And yeah, I think it came out super, super awesome. I'm really excited to see it when it gets like made in person. Because I just think it's a really great keychain charm. I mean, you can put on anything. It's an acrylic charm. So those will be our bonus rewards this time around. And we also have some stretch goals that we're working towards. So like I said, we're at 1336 for our dollar count. That's 1,336. If we get to 2,000, our bookmarks that all physical backers are getting, those are going to get upgraded to metal if we hit the $2,000 mark. So that's pretty cool. I have a couple metal bookmarks. I really like them. I think they're really neat. I just kind of like the heft of them. So that'll be up to 2,000 level. They're also very shiny, so if you would like a shiny bookmark. So we have that, and then at 3,000, we actually unlock a tier for metal covers and on the comic books themselves. So metal cover book, they're so cool. I have seen them on other people's books, and they just look so nice. They're really cool. They're a really neat collector's item if you're into collecting comics. It's really cool for that. It's really also just kind of cool to have. Again, very shiny, very, very cool, very neat. So that's at the $3,000 level. We will unlock a tier where you can upgrade your book to a metal cover or add one onto your pledge. So that's neat. So that'll be at 3,000. If we hit 3,000, that'll happen. And if we hit 4,000, then we will unlock a pin. So that's also really cool. I've always wanted to do a pin, but I felt like no one would buy a pin if I made it. So this is kind of like seeing, you know, would people want a pin from me? So yeah, those are those stretch goals. Those are all our ones by dollar amount. And then we actually have a backer stretch goal. So if we reach 100 backers, we're at 52 backers. So we're already over halfway there, which is pretty cool. If we reach 100 backers, a trailer comic, I call them, will be added to the back of the book. It's 2 pages. And it is essentially a preview of what's to come in number 3. So there was one at the back of number 1 that was a preview for issue 2. So this would be the same thing. So they're really fun for me to do. I think I'm going to storyboard it tomorrow at some point and kind of post those storyboards up to really entice you to get that added, because it's a nice way to see what's going to be upcoming before that number 3 is going to be out. So if that is something that interests you and you are not yet a backer, or maybe you have a friend who also likes comics like you and they would want to join in, maybe tell them about this campaign. Say, hey, I want that trailer comic. So you gonna back or not? So yeah, so we got some neat rewards coming. I think we can get there. I think we can hit them. All right, I think. Oh, I had a window corner I needed to redraw. Was that it? Did I? Oh no, that was over here. I got over here somehow. I don't even know how I got here. Let's just finish cleaning up. I'm never going to do windows like these again. These are just a pain in the ass, to be honest. There we go there. Also, if you back this week, you will get a bonus. I had so much trouble saying this the other night. A backer bonus bundle of 5 digital comics that'll just be added to your rewards when they get sent. So yeah, but that's this week only. That's only going until the end of Saturday. And once it's after that, you can't get the bundle anymore. There will be a week 2 bundle. I will start talking about that on Friday, so stay tuned. And that's going to have some different comics in it. But you're gonna wanna get on this, because I put some good ones in there. Some of which are actually running Kickstarters right now. So, Oops. That's not what you want. There we go. That's better. Alright, yeah, that's looking better already. I'm just gonna fix this up a bit. Man, and I went to so much trouble to try to get these stupid windows to be even and be an even, like, trellis pattern. And it still didn't turn out. Alright, that's pretty good. And now I gotta finish fixing this one here. So just get rid of this dust and crap. Set this over here. You can see those pencil marks in there. I don't know what they're doing in there. I hope all of these pages aren't this bad. The first page was just so bad. It was just really bad. So I was like, you know what? It's going to take me way less time to just draw it again, just ink over top on digital, than it would be to do all this erasing and editing and all that. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I think one of the biggest things I'm trying to figure out this year is there a way for me to save time on inking my pages? Because I feel like that was a big part of my process working on Alchemist 2. I feel like it just took forever to ink some pages. And it started out really good. I was using dip pens and it was going really well. And then all of a sudden, like, the pens just started getting janked up, and I don't know if my ink was going bad or what. And towards the end, it was getting tough. And I got these nibs from Zebra, and they were just, like, not holding up very well at all. Like, they were barely lasting a panel. It's not like I have very intense panels that require lots of line work, like, I don't know, it was just bonkers. It was so frustrating. Like, I would have it in the ink and it would be full of ink and the ink wouldn't be coming out of the pen. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what the heck is this? So I wouldn't recommend the Zebra nibs. I didn't think they were good. They were just giving me a lot of trouble. I mean, who knows what else I could have been doing wrong, or just could have been wrong with the ink or anything. But yeah, it was just, it was frustrating. And my lines were just turning out like really scratchy and not good. It was just bad. So I need to see if there's just a better way. I like dip pens. Like, I want them to work for me. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's try to. This is just becoming worse. I just have such unstable hands. Like they say artists, you know, they always have these steady hands. My hands are not steady. They wibble wobble all the time. My whole body just flails through life. I'm flailing all over the place. That's why I keep hurting myself on stuff in my house. I'm always smacking into something. No, part of that was I just used to have a lot of stuff on the floor because I didn't have anywhere to put it. And we have recently remedied that situation. I got a new set of shelves, so I was able to reorganize my my studio space, and it's been life-changing. It looks so much nicer in here. My art supplies are all like really nicely organized. I can see where everything is. It's easy to reach over and grab stuff or to go look for something. Like the shelves themselves just kind of look nice. It's like a whole different room back here. I really just changed the corner, but it is just really nice. And it got rid of like a lot of stuff that was just cluttered around on the floor because there wasn't anywhere to put it. So that's been really nice to just have figured out that, because it took me a long time to be like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to make this space work for me. So yeah, it's the simple things, I guess. New set of shelves and a segmented cardboard box to put my marker refills in so they're easier to see. It's so weird because now that I can see them all and they're all in one spot, because I had them in like different boxes and stuff before. Actually, I have multiples of quite a few of my marker refills that I didn't expect to have. Like there were a few, like there's a couple browns and grays where it's like I use these all the time, so it makes sense to have two of them. But there are some, I'm like, why do I have two of this yellow green that I never use? I guess I'm gonna have to start using it because I have the refill for it. So now it's just easier to see, you know, what I have in that regard too. Because like if I was working on a drawing and I'd pull a marker and the marker would be dried out and I'd have to refill it, I'd just kind of avoid then doing that part of the drawing because I didn't want to have to go digging for the refill because it was just too much work. Let's try to actually get this. But now no more, because I can see where everything's at. All right, that looks pretty good. Call that. Now we're just gonna come down here, and this should be pretty easy. I don't need to redraw anything. I am gonna use the select tool though, so I'm not going outside the actual panel, keeping it generally square. Right on. Because I do need to grab that. I'm just gonna do that, and then just gonna do that. Perfect. Okay. Now I can go wild. This shouldn't take as long as that top panel. There we go. And I'm not an organized person. I'm a clean person. I can scrub a countertop or, you know, clean a stove or that kind of thing. You know, I can dust. You know, I can clean. I'm a clean person. I'm just not an organized person. I get overwhelmed. I don't know where to put things. So that kind of made it hard to figure out just how to put my art supplies in a way where it was going to make sense for me. But it just comes down to, I think something that helped for me was just having the space, but then having smaller divisions of that space. So like for these shelves, for example, like I got these inserts that are drawers, and the drawers are like smaller, and that's great because, you know, I have, you know, I have my watercolors in them, you know, and it's a small tin, and I have just some like other like small odds and ends. I have a box that has, you know, my extra pens in it and things like that. So like all these little things, and by putting them in these smaller drawers and these smaller boxes, like keep them together and organized, like that helps just to make it easier to find them and to see them and to grab them when I need them. So that kind of helps. It's like I don't need a bigger drawer. I actually need smaller drawers, or like better divided drawers, because it's for small objects. But then like some of the other parts of the shelf, they don't have the inserts, so they're just like bigger spaces. So I can put like my paper there and my sketchbooks and things, and then, you know, I can see from looking at the side what I have instead of having to dig down into a drawer to dig out something, or to look to see if something is in there. I can be like, oh no, that's it. So I can see it from the side looking. It's just a lot easier. Oh, hello, Mickey. You might be able to hear my cat coming to spend some time with us. So yeah, so that's been good. That's been good all around. Yeah, this is a lot easier to clean up here. And this was after I used the dust remover tool on this page too. Like, this is just so bad the dust remover can't get it. I don't know why, but yes, hello. Where are you? There you are. Remember to hydrate. Hydrating is important. Yeah, hydrating is important. Are you hydrated? Maybe? No? Okay. Yeah, that's my cat. Mickey, what's the matter? Why you chonking? This is so awful. Actual pencil lines there though, so that I do want to clear out. Rick, what's the matter, huh? How much is actually? Yeah, some of this I might just leave. I'm gonna, just because some of this can be fixed up a little nicer. Put that there, and then there we go. So that already looks a little better. I get so phlegmy in the winter. I have winter allergies. So I get a lot of post-nasal drip, and that makes me cough, especially like when going outside and it's cold, and I just start like hacking. And like, of course, like this is not the time where you want to have a cough because of COVID. I've not gotten COVID. I did get a really bad cold last year in June, and I didn't sleep for a couple months because I was just coughing so much. It was awful. When I get sick, I just go down so hard, and I always get like an awful cough, and my stomach's upset, and just like everything is terrible. You know, I know so many people, they can get sick and they just get like a light cold, you know, where, oh, they're just a little sick, but not me. I just get so awfully, horrendously ill. So, but I haven't been sick since then, which has been good. Just clean up some of these lines. See, I only inflict my bad inking on myself. I can never be an inker for someone else because, one, my inking is just a little crazy, and two, just because of all this madness. Oops, I don't want to take that line out. Ooh, look at all those pencil lines, though. Gross. Gross. Okay. Oh, there's a pencil line there too. Yowza. Yowza. Oops. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the neck because I need to do this in between the little marks I want to keep. There we go. I think that's... there's still some. Oh, this is ridiculous. They're so faint, but you can see them and they just look so bad. Let's see. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think I got all of that. And then you can see there's all kinds of, yeah, there's all kinds of nonsense over here. Yikes. Yeah, at least that part is quick. Clean up this corner here. There we go. Get that. Oh yeah, this is not supposed to be here. There we go. Yes, Mickey, I hear you. All right. Okay, over there seems okay. So I'm going to focus because I can see this pretty clearly. Whoops. Oof, yeah, let's get these extra lines out of here. Gross. Oh, we got a new chair cover today, so the cat is discovering it for the first time. So I have this chair. It's just an armchair from IKEA. I've had it a long time. It's in great condition, you know. But when we got our cat, she kind of ended up claiming my chair for herself. So I had no chair to sit in. I mean, we have a couch, and Dr. Husband has his recliner, but I had no chair. And you know what? Sometimes just want to sit in a chair, like a nice comfy chair, and read or something, you know? So I got this chair cover in the hopes of, you know, so the cat could still sit on the chair, but then if I wanted to sit on the chair, I could, you know, fold down the cover and then I can sit on the chair without, you know, getting covered in cat hair, is the idea. So she's sitting in it now. She looks a little unsure. Because before we had some towels down for her. She likes to lay on towels. So we had like one of the towels that she came with, and then we had given her a new towel for her to like lay on and burrow in and, you know, whatever she wants to do. But I took those off and I put this new cover on, so we'll see. I mean, she's sitting on it. She looks okay. She's investigating. And she's kind of fat. She was fatter when we first got her. But she's also just very big. Like, she's a big cat. And so like she doesn't really sit on my lap because she knows she's too big to fit. She'll lay across me in the morning for when it's that's my video game time. I play for like an hour before work gets started. My day job. So if I'm doing that and I'm sitting there, she does lay like across me. And then normal time she just kind of likes to lay like kind of on me next to me, but she doesn't like get in my lap because she knows she doesn't fit. So that's why we don't both sit in the chair together, because she don't fit if I'm in it. Well, she laid down on it, so she must approve of it. That's good. Because I do want her to have a nice spot to lay if she wants to lay in it, but also like I want a spot to sit too, and I'm a human, so. I mean, she's got tons of places. She's got a spot on the couch. She has her kitty cube that she can go lay in. You know, I'll make a spot for her under my desk and I'll put a blanket down, but it's been kind of cold under there. So I don't think she's been liking it as much because with the colder weather, it's gotten too cold under the desk. Because my desk faces our outer wall. So she doesn't like to go there as much unless I have certain blankets. Like if I have a blanket on my lap and she can like sleep under it like a cave, she likes that, and then she'll come in. So I mean, she's got options. It's not gonna hurt her to share with me. Oops. Pencil line. Man, I really went nuts with these book details. I guess, you know, it's close-up shots, the first book. You want to be impressive. Throw a basilica in the background, you know, as you do. Oh, yeah, that's a bad. Oh, look at all these pencil lines. I can see them, and it looks so bad. Oh, look at this. Yeah. There's that. Get rid of that. Oops. Don't think. Get rid of. Oh, that's a lot of pencil marks and an ink smudge. Get that all out of here. Gross. Just gonna put that line back in. There. Yeah, you can see lots of pencil lines in here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna. There we go. Now I can just kind of get in there a little better. And yeah, all in here you can see that's all pencil. Just clean that up a bit. And yeah, you can see this right here. Oh, it's bad. It's all pencil crud. There's still pencil lines here too. Yikes. Oops. You know what would probably be easier to do is just paint over all this and put the highlights back in. Which I might. Actually, that's not a bad idea. First off, this doesn't need a highlight back here. That's just silly. There is just so much crud here. Look at this. Oh, this is awful. Actually, you know what? Because this part should be in shadow anyway. It shouldn't have a highlight to begin with. I was just trying to get fancy. Tell you what, we're gonna. Whoops. Then we'll go through and we'll just get some of these real bad areas. Get that. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of go in and I'm gonna redo these highlights because these are not great. They're not great. Get rid of that. Oops. There. Do that. Okay. Okay. That looks all right. Okay. Cleaning this up. move this back here. Oops. Okay. Let's see. Oops. If we can't kind of fix up these highlights here. Let's get rid of that one. Shrink that one down a bit. I think that's okay there. And then we're just going to kind of neaten this up a bit. Just kind of get a better shape going. And then up here, just going to get, again, just try to get a better shape. This. Yeah, okay, see, that's already looking better just because it's cleaner. It follows the hair shape better. Yeah, I just started using brush pen for this, and I didn't have as great of a grasp on it. Just change the shape of this. Gosh, these lines are so fuzzy. What fuzzy lines? We're just gonna clean this. We're just gonna fill this in because this would be the rest of her hair. Smooth that out there as well. And again, just trying to smooth things out a little bit. There we go. Oops. Take that in. Perfect. Look at that. Fix her nose. Yeah, all right. That's looking good. Oh. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. There we are. Excellent. That looks a lot better. Awesome. All right. And now down to here. Oh, yeah, you can see all in here, all those pencil lines. And no good. Get those out of there. Just trying to clean up some of this extra nonsense we don't want around. These just need a little fixing up. That nice taper. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is nice. I don't know what some of this is. Jeez. Oof, yeah, I was getting way fancy with the brush pen here. Just gonna... I guess I was still trying to nail down exactly what Nuria's look was. She originally had somewhat shorter hair, like you can see the length here. This was kind of the length it was going to be. And then Isa actually had longer hair. So they had the same hair length. And Isa actually developed, she was actually in a different story. She had her own story, but like the idea never really stood on its own. So then when I was doing, when I was writing out Alchemist of Aurillia, I was like, oh, well, these stories kind of take place in the same setting. So, you know, I might as well put them together because neither one was standing enough on its own. So I was like, well, let's put them together. But then the problem, and especially in black and white, was that Isa and Nuria looked way too similar. So I decided, well, Isa kind of got tweaked anyway. Her hair color was made darker and her hair was made curlier and wavier. And then for Nuria, I made her hair longer. So that way, you know, even in black and white, you could distinguish them from each other easily. Because they, like from the neck off, the similarity was too much. I'm just going to get rid of that line. We don't need it. I can see the pencil marks. Get back. Get back. Just gonna... Yeah, everything's just so fuzzy. It's almost impossible to really isolate the lines easily, the line art, you know, easily from all the extra credit I don't want. Let's see, just kind of, because this otherwise looks kind of okay. Kind of. some of this. These panel borders are not very clean though, so let's. There we go. That's better. That kind of cleans up that a little bit. Can actually put in, because I haven't been working with a paper layer, and I think, no, I just want to see. Does this look okay? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me. I'm gonna put in. Fix up the lines on the table here. Don't know what was going on there. Oops. Get 2 nuts there. Ah, see? Pencil lines. I can see them. And then I think we can just tighten these up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Oh, and then oh, look at this. There's even pencil up here. Yikes. Oh, you can see all this here too. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We don't want that. And it looks so faint, but you can just see it, and it looks so bad. It looks so bad. But now it looks a lot better because we got rid of all the pencil crap. So look at that. We're going to get rid of that. And just get those edges pure black there. All right, look at that. That looks a whole lot better. That's looking much better. Sometimes the erase in CSP I do not care for. Oh yeah, you can see this is all like just crud and just like pencil smear. I don't even know. But let's just get rid of that. There we go. Nasty, nasty. Oh, yeah, we still have all this in here. And just clean that there. I'll probably put a line around there just to tighten up the panel border. Ooh, yeah, you can see this is just all bad. At this, I don't even know what this is. Jeez. Could be ink smear, could be, no, I don't think it's ink smear. I think it's just more pencil. And again, I really erased the crap out of these pages. I should remember to just do blue pencil. But I've had like mixed luck with that too, where, you know, I use the blue pencil and it shows up anyway. It's like, well, what the hell did I use this for? This wasn't supposed to happen. Also, tighten up the sound effect here too, which will be nice. Who knows, maybe issue 3 will be the issue I remember to use the blue pencil, and maybe that'll go a little better for me. Though I didn't have as much trouble with the pencil lines working on number 2. I think it was the paper I used probably helped. The pencil lines probably came off it a little easier. And then did I use different ink? What did I use for this? No, on this I used pens. And the other one I used dip pen. So I don't know if that has an effect or not. So yeah, I don't know. I just did not have this much trouble. I also, these were scanned in at 600 dpi, and the issue 2 pages, I finally started just dipping it down to 350, because I don't, for monotone, for print, like 350 is fine. Oh, there we go. So I think maybe that helped too, just instead of 600, which is really a lot, scanning at 350, maybe I didn't pick up so much crud on the scanner. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. Now I'm just gonna kind of now we can do lots of just actual cleaning and adjusting of these lines just to make them look again a little nicer. Clean up this sound effect here because we got some this where it's just bleeding over into the letters. Clean out more of this crud so we get that crisp white black. Yeah, just can't really get in there. If, first of all, yeah, this whole M situation is just not working for me. I don't know about you, but for me, definitely not. Yeah, I mean, we'll fix all the letters, but we'll start here. Ta-da. Yeah, okay, that's looking a little better. Just kind of fix that. All right, yeah, that looks better. Kind of fix this part of the hand behind there. Okay. Fix this down here. This here. Then all right, yeah, that looks better. I'm gonna fix this A. Like that. Again, just kind of cleaning up, making some of these lines a little thinner. I think the letters we're gonna make thicker in general, just so they pop a little bit. Because I don't want to rely on any like screen tone effects to solve that for me. I want to make sure that the inks are strong first and then up that A bit, right? Let's try to. Okay, yeah, that'll work. And just like that. Let's get this L back into shape here. Really just thicken that up there. And here. And here. Let's get this A also kind of fixed up. Let's get our M also. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then let's just fix up this S here also. So we'll do that. And then yeah, just connect that there. Oh no. Yeah, I think. Okay. I just want to fill in here. Oops, too much. Just bump, bump. Perfect. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's looking. It's looking pretty good. And we'll just kind of hopefully straighten out the panel border here. Yes, very nice. Very nice. And then we'll just fill that in there. And that in there. All right. It's looking pretty good. I think we've got this cleaned up. Took a while, but it was worth it because it looks so much cleaner and crisper. So I'm gonna name my layer here. Liner. And then what we do is we're gonna copy this layer. Oh, where's the, yeah, so duplicate. So now I have 2 line art layers. What is this one? I'm gonna turn that off. And then our paper. And then we're gonna lock these. And then all the work we're gonna do is gonna go between those layers. So yeah, but I think it's almost 10. Been at it for an hour 48 minutes, so I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, so that was some page remastering. You know, not erasing stuff is not the most fun, but honestly, it's the part that's got to get done. Cross off some things from my to-do list. It's got to get done. This is the real part of making comics, I guess. You know, is sometimes the not fun stuff, but it's got to get done. And when it does get done, you know, it's worth it because it looks pretty good. So yeah, thank you for stopping in. I hope you check out the Kickstarter. Remember, it's alchemistcomic.melissajmassey.com. If you back before the end of this Saturday, you get the week 1 bonus bundle as part of your rewards. And starting tomorrow and going for about a week, if you're a backer, you get to input on the backer bonus digital print that you get. So you get to pick what that's going to be. So if you're not a backer, consider backing now. Again, we're at 52 backers, so we're halfway to that, or we're more than halfway to that $100 backer mark, where we'll get that trailer comic unlocked. And if we hit that $2,000 line, then we'll also unlock those metal bookmarks. So there's I'm very tired. I worked a whole day, and you know, the campaign goes till January 28th. I'll be doing some more live streams during this time. There's going to be some other fun things happening. And yeah, so that's it for this time. I will see you the next time. Have a wonderful night. And where's my mouse? There it is.